Leah, do you want to share your screen?
Yes. Can you see it?
I don't see it yet.
No.
Welcome, everyone. We're just going to put up some slides before our session actually starts for the ISSA Show North America attendee webinar. So hold a few, one or two more minutes here. Thank you.
Well, you can see it now.
I don't see it yet.
Is it up?
I don't see it yet. Thank you guys for your patience. All right, while we're waiting to get the slides up for our presentation, wanted to mention to everyone that you'll be able to ask any questions in the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen. And we will be addressing any questions at the very end of the presentation. You know, we wanted to make sure that this was informative and concise. And so, you know, we're looking to have about a 15-minute or so webinar. And we're going to leave room at the end for Q&A. All right. Leah, it looks like we have the screen up.
Wonderful. Let's get started. Welcome, everyone, to the registration attendee webinar for ISSA North America Show Las Vegas, brought to you by ISSA and Informa Markets. We expect this to last about 20 minutes. We're going to give you some highlights, things not to miss, and more information. My name is Leah Salinas, and I have Iris Weinstein with me. So let's get started with going over this information. Please use the chat function and post your questions, and we will answer them at the Q&A at the end of this presentation. This is everything you'll need to know to navigate the show and more. Viva Las Vegas. Here we are back at the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Convention Center, and we cannot wait for this year's show. It is going to be incredible. These are the main details of the event. Our show runs the 13th through the 16th at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. The 13th will be our education day. Those hours are 9:30 to 5:30. On Tuesday and Wednesday, we will have our show open from 10 to 5 p.m. and closing it out on Thursday at 10 a.m. and we will close the show at 2 o'clock that day. This is just a little screenshot of our showroom floor, but we'll go into more detail in that in just a minute. How's evening travel? Are you ready to go? Let's go. Leaving from the airport, you have several options: a taxi cab, which do take credit cards, Uber, Lyft, as well as trams. There are free trams that run over from hotel to hotel, including the airport, from Mandalay Bay and Luxor. So feel free to take advantage of those free lines. You don't need a car in Las Vegas. The hotel is only 7 minutes away from the airport. You can get around the city, not only using Uber, Lyft, or taxis. In addition to the trams, there are walkways, covered walkways that will allow you to cross over intersections, so you don't have to worry about traffic or anything like that. If you haven't already booked your hotel, please do so now. There are rooms available which change daily, but it's really important that you book as soon as possible. So we recommend that you use On Peak. It is a safe way to make sure you get the discounted rates for our show. If you have any questions, let us know.
I wanted to add, Leah, to this is that if anyone has not booked their airfare yet, you can certainly go to the issashow.com website and look under the travel section, and we have a bunch of airline discounts and the special codes, as well as Hertz as for rental car. There is a discount code in there as well. All right, next slide.
Definitely take advantage of that. Iris.
All right, so everyone is already registered to attend the show, and the fun is just beginning. So everyone should have received a confirmation email. That confirmation email will be used to pick up your badge on site. We will be sending another version of your confirmation the week prior to the show. So in case you can't find it in your email, you'll receive another copy. You could also reach out to registration at issashow.com if you need a copy of it today or in the future. To prepare for the show, we want to make sure that you know all the events and education taking place, all the exhibitors that are going to be exhibiting at the show. So hopefully everyone by now has logged into our issashowplanner.com. It has everything you need to know about the show. You can even favorite the exhibitors that you're looking to visit. You could also favorite some of the education sessions and events as well. You can see all of our spotlight speakers, all of the speakers throughout our week. Look up their bios. We have a lot of great information. When you get on site, we do have a mobile app for you to download. So the mobile app is in your app store, and it's going to be ISSA Show North America 2023. And when you download that app, which is sponsored by R3, you'll be able to log in and see all of the items that you have favorited, and all of the contacts for exhibitors that are also in the app. So with that, we will also have a event guide, a printed event guide, and a printed floor plan for everyone to pick up on site. In case you may not have access to the app or your phone, we've got everything for you to make sure that you know where everything is at. We also wanted to make sure that you guys know the registration hours. So if you are having an expo only pass, but you arrive there on Monday, you can pick up your badge. And also, if you are if you purchase the all access pass and you arrive on Sunday and want to make sure you avoid the lines, you may also pick up your badge on the 12th. Registration will be in the Bayside lobby. Next slide. All right, so I wanted to make sure that everyone knows what it looks like to create an account on issashowplanner.com. Besides seeing the exhibitors and the education, you also have the ability to vote for the most innovative product in our Innovation Award program this year. So we have 25 plus products, and we want to make sure that you tell us what is the most innovative. So want to make sure you guys have that, and we can continue on to the next slide.
I also want to add, Iris, that the networking chat function allows attendees to communicate live during the show, which is a really great function to use.
Absolutely. All right. We wanted to give you a quick overview of what the floor plan looks like. So it's not just the expo hall, it is also the area closest to the expo hall where you're going to be able to pick up your badges. You'll be able to go and get quick food service at the food court. And then also I have the blue dot there at the very bottom where it says Bayside Lobby. BSCAI has a registration as well in the foyer next to the FedEx. And to the left of that blue dot where Leah is kind of circling, to the left of that is our Shark Reef entrance. And that is going to be for anyone who is taking a taxi, Uber, or Lyft to the convention center. You'll be dropped off at the Shark Reef entrance. All right, next slide. All right. The main event, all the show attraction areas. So there is literally something for everyone. So we have over 600 exhibitors this year, and there is a variety of products and services for everyone. So as I said before, make sure you see who's coming, who's exhibiting at the event in our app or on the issashowplanner.com website. We have a ton of education taking place on the show floor. We have the Sulphur X Theater. We have the Innovation Showcase Theater. We also have the Sustainability Hub, which is new this year, sponsored by Sophie Dell Group. There'll be a ton of education sessions really focusing on sustainability and ESG. We have new products in the Innovation Showcase and Theater, which is located in booth number 2247. You can see all of the products, you can meet the exhibitors, and you can ask questions. These exhibitors will be demonstrating their products live. We have all kinds of meetups on the show floor. All kinds of networking opportunities. There is a location called the Clean Meat Zone and Lounge on the show floor, which is really a great opportunity to network with your peers and your colleagues. We have a meetup for everyone. So we've got ISSA residential community, BSCs, facility managers, sponsored by IFMA. We have women in the industry. There are a ton of these meetups. Make sure you go and check the schedule to see which ones you would like to attend, and you can just show up and participate. We also have some lounges. The Refresh and Relax Oasis by Kimberly Clark is a new lounge on the show floor that really promotes sustainability. So you definitely should check that out. We also have the ISSA Sports Bar, sponsored by Spartan Chemical, and every attendee will receive a drink ticket to be redeemed at the sports bar on Wednesday and Thursday. That's for soda, water, beer, or wine. And we have volunteer opportunities this year. ISSA Advocacy is doing a special program in the ISSA Experience Hub, creating these hygiene packages for women in need. So that's definitely an opportunity as well to do some give back on the show floor. And then we have a show floor happy hour taking place on Wednesday, November 15th from 3 to 5. So a variety of different exhibitors and areas on the show floor will have different activities going on, including, happy hour, beer and wine, and, all kinds of opportunities to network. So we also, in addition to all of these great things, we have the new exhibitor pavilion, which is for companies who've never exhibited with us before. We've got our international pavilion, which is the biggest pavilion we've had since the pandemic, where we're bringing global sourcing to you. We also have the Italian pavilion, where we have 14 exhibitors from Italy. And I'm not going to forget the residential pavilion area as well, geared towards those attendees who are focused in the residential community. And lastly, but not, less important, is for sure the IEHA, a division of ISSA booth, which is always a great interactive area on the show floor, geared towards hospitality and healthcare attendees. All right, that was a lot. Leah, you're up with key events.
Great, key events, all fun things. So what we're going to be doing this week is with our IEHA welcome reception on Sunday. Please feel free to join us for that. Monday is going to be a big day. Not only is that our education day, it is also cocktails and conversations and residential roundtables. Those are two similar events geared to different groups, but both definitely worth checking out, as well as the IEHA Housekeeping Olympics. This is going to be wild. This is going to be held in the arena. It's going to be teams from all over the world that are going to be competing in who can make the bed the fastest, who can clean this the fastest. You're going to love it. Tuesday on the 14th, we're going to celebrate 100 years of ISSA at our anniversary party at Hakkasan, which is at the MGM Grand. It's the Big Bash. We're going to have live music, cocktails, drinks, and a lot of fun. Wednesday, the 15th, will be our ISSA Hygieia Network Awards reception. You can purchase tickets for that as well. Please feel free to join us. And closing out the week with our ISSA General Business Meeting. Some things I also want to highlight as well as our spotlight event, Then, Now, and Forever, which will be held Tuesday, the 13th at 9 a.m. This is a free event, so we would love to see every single one of you at that. You're going to learn a lot, and we're going to have a wonderful time. Wednesday, our keynote speaker is Doc Henley. He is a man who is helping to bring clean water to the entire world. He's also the author of the book From Wine to Water. He'll be doing a book signing, photo op, and more at the event after his speech. Please join us. The Innovation Award announcement, that's going to be so much fun. My favorite will be held on Wednesday at 4 o'clock in the Innovation Theater. Please join us to see these amazing concepts and ideas and see who wins Innovation of the Year, followed with a complimentary champagne toast. So make sure and bring your friends, colleagues, and join us celebrating innovation in this industry. Well, we just talked about it earlier, so let's talk a little bit more about that Big Bash event. ISSA turns 100 years, and we are here to celebrate at the Hakkasan nightclub. And I'd like to point out, if you do plan to attend this event, there will be a complimentary shuttle starting at the Shark Reef entrance from 5 to 7. It is a one-way ride, so you'll need to get a way home, but please come to that event. Tickets are still available, and Seventh Heaven is performing. It's going to be a great night. I'd like to thank our sponsors. And if you have any questions about ticket pricing or anything like that, go to the website. Lastly, BSCAI, their educational conference, runs concurrently with our show. It will be held on the level 3, just above the showroom floor. The conference dates are the 14th through the 16th. As Iris mentioned earlier, they do have a registration desk just across from ours on the first level. You can add on to your registration now or do that on site. If you have additional questions or seek information on this event, please go to their website or ours as well. You can learn more about it. It's definitely something worth checking out. Back to you, Iris.
All right, thanks, Leah. Wanted to put in here some helpful tips and information. We went over a lot of this already in the webinar. We'll have the webinar actually uploaded to our website. So if you need to go back and see some of these slides, it will be available. I just wanted to mention a few things on here. We do have a coat and bag check available right by Starbucks and the North Convention Center. It is $4 per bag to check your bag, and it does close on Thursday at 2:30. We also will have medical and first aid level 1 behind FedEx office. There will be a lost and found as well. And as I said before, for those of you who will be taking an Uber, Lyft, or taxi, make sure you tell them to drop you off at the Shark Reef entrance. Wi-Fi, hot topic. It is complimentary this year for the ISSA show. When you do get on site, make sure you select visitor and not convention when you're logging in. And we're really, really pleased to be able to have this complimentary Wi-Fi for everyone. All right, we lastly want to show you a 3D layout of the map of the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. So, you know, everyone is going to be traveling in from different places. So you will see on the top of your screen where it says Mandalay Bay, that is the center. So if you're coming in from the tram that comes from the Luxor, you'll be dropped off, and you will, or if you're coming in, you know, if you're taking the tram from the Excalibur, you can easily get the tram from the Excalibur if you're staying at Park MGM or MGM by crossing over the street and going to Excalibur to pick up the tram. So the tram drops you off in the casino lobby where it says that eye candy on here, and you're going to follow along to the signs will say the convention center. And as you're following along, you will see over 10 different restaurants along the way, and you can absolutely take advantage of, you know, having lunch or dinner at any one of these really wonderful places. I've had many great meals there. And then as you're traveling along, the last stop, you're going to see Starbucks. And Starbucks does have mobile app ordering, just an FYI. So if you do want to quickly pick something up, you have that ability. Once you see Starbucks, you are now entering into the convention center. Education, most of the education at ISSA show will be taking place at the North Convention Center, which there is an escalator right by the number 23 that goes down to level 1, and that's where a majority of the ISSA show education takes place. If you are going just directly to the trade show floor, pick up your badges, you're going to go and continue down to where it says Border Grill. You'll see Weddings Mandalay Bay, and then you're going to be reaching the Bayside lobby. You'll see these beautiful arches sponsored by Rubbermaid, and then you are officially in the Bayside lobby, and that is where you're going to pick up your badges. And if you see where it says Shark Reef at the bottom, that area over there, if you see where the arrow is to the right of it, that is where your Uber, taxi, Lyft is going to drop you off. And then the arena for the IHA experience will be on that left side where it says Michelob Ultra Arena. So again, this information is going to be on our website, so you can take a look at it. And we're super thrilled to have you come to our show this year. So with that being said, we have some questions, and I'm going to send it off to Judy.
Okay, Iris, there's a number of questions here for you. The first one, someone said they are registered for one of the training sessions. How do they confirm that?
As far as confirming that they're registered, I would just email registration@issashow.com and request a confirmation email that will include all of the areas or all of the items that you have registered for when you went through that process. So it's registration@issashow.com.
Okay, great. The next one, how many attendees are we expecting this year at the event in Las Vegas?
Yes, that's a great question. So we are really on track to hit our 2019 numbers. We are really, really excited that so many people have committed to attending this year. And we are over 8,000 attendees to date. And as many of you have been to the show before, we're expecting, almost 16,000 this year. So, we have 3 weeks left, and if your colleagues haven't registered, registration will of course be open. And if your team members decide last minute they want to come, you can absolutely register on site.
Great. Is there a cost to watch the Housekeeping Olympics?
That is a great question. Let's see. You know what? Leah, do you have that answer? Or Judy?
I will follow back up. I have their information. Let me just confirm that cost.
Yeah, I don't think there is a cost. And we will make sure that everyone knows. Oh, we did get confirmation. There is no cost to attend the event.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What is the dress code for the event?
Dress code is, business attire. So a lot of people wear sport jackets or dresses, slacks, something, in a business environment.
Okay, a question surrounding the hotels. Do you have to pay for these? I saw it ask for a credit card online.
What was the question? Can you repeat that?
On the credit card, do you need to pay for your hotel in advance?
If you go through on peak, they do require payment in full. So any questions about your hotel reservation with them in particular, their information is on the website. I think someone, Leah or Judy, if you guys can put in the link to our travel page, so they can reach out to OnPeak directly.
Sounds good. They missed a little bit of the details and asked if you could repeat where the Big Bash shuttle will be located and the hours again.
That is from 5 to 7 p.m. And that will be the Shark Reef entrance that we talked about earlier, just outside of the convention center where those small little cars were pictured. And it is only for one way.
Okay. So looking forward to next year, is the ISS 2024 show also at Mandalay Bay?
Yes, next year our show will take place November 18th through the 21st at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. So we're really excited to have our second time at the Mandalay Bay, and we know that you guys are going to have a wonderful experience. this year. So we, can't wait for the next edition in 24.
Okay, there's a question. Somebody signed up for 2 courses, however, on Monday, but they're at the same time. Will they be recorded?
Oh, I would say if that person can just reach out to me directly to see, right now they're not going to be recorded, but maybe there might be an alternative. So if that person could just reach out to me directly, I can help them.
Okay. A few exhibitor questions. When is your next exhibitor webinar?
Yes, our next exhibitor webinar is this Friday, October 27th at 11 a.m. Central Time. The link will go out tomorrow to all the primary contacts. And if you are not a primary contact, just reach out to sales@issashow.com and we'll send you the link.
One just entered. Are the sessions first come, first serve, or does signing up on the mobile app reserve your spot?
It's first come, first serve. So when you go onto the app, you're actually you're putting it into your cart. So you're telling us that you have an interest. So it just helps us gauge how many people are going to be in that session. But it is first come, first serve. So make sure that you get there early enough so you can get a seat.
All right. Iris mentioned something about a QR code about getting badges when you show up. Can you just review that process again?
Yeah. So in your confirmation email, there will be a QR code. So when you go up to registration, they'll scan the QR code and then your badges will be printed out.
That's all the questions we have.
All right. Wow.
Are there any in the chat?
Yep,
I actually saw one question about non-attendee tickets to Big Bash. And I wanted to mention to everyone that Big Bash tickets are for those that have registered to attend the ISSA show North America. You will need your badge to gain access to the Big Bash. And so make sure that everyone who wants to attend registers, and you can buy your Big Bash ticket through the registration process.
Can you repeat that email again? There's a couple more questions about what they signed up for.
Oh, just email Iris, IRIS @issa.com, and I'll be able to help you lead you to the right direction for any of those education questions.
And the information about the registration of what they...
Oh, go ahead.
Our show one, is it information at issashow.com?
Oh, registration.
Registration at issashow.com.
I think that's it.
All right. All right, Leah, you can go to the next slide. Yay. All right. Well, we wanted to thank you so much for attending this webinar. We are looking forward to seeing you in 3 short weeks from now in Las Vegas. And please reach out to any one of us should you have any additional questions. Leah and myself will be happy to answer them, and please check our website out for updated information about the show. And thank you so much, and we'll see you in a few weeks.